And welcome to Blue Jays Today, where we always have something to say about the Blue Jays. I'm your host, Adam Peddle.
And I'm your host, Nicholas Playlog. And today, guys, we're going to be giving you our All-Star picks for the upcoming All-Star game. But before we get into that, folks, please make sure to like and subscribe if you are new and you enjoyed this content. Also, Today Jays is our code for Monkey Knife Fight and for Manscaped. So hop onto those using our code. You'll get a discount. And $3 a month, you can become a Patreon. You can call into this show. It's awesome. We always appreciate the support, so thank you and shout out to all of our current Patreon members. Let's break right into it, dude.
Go.
I think everyone's anticipating that we start with the AL, so let's flip the freaking script and let's go to the NL.
That's right. You thought we were going to go AL because we want to talk about our boys on blue, but no, we're going to go with the NL first. All right, so let's go through the infield. Let's start off with catcher. In the catching position, I'm so happy this guy is on this list because we before predicted that this guy would be really, really good if he was healthy, and he is. And Buster Posey, he is the NL catcher.
Yeah.
He
deserves it, man. And preseason, we said this guy could be in for a big year. He didn't prove us wrong. He's doing it right now.
Absolutely. 994 OPS as a catcher. You can't get much better than that. Next up on the first base position is Max Muncie, who's having an amazing year with the Dodgers. Surprisingly, the only Dodger in this whole position player. He's been really good. 949 OPS. He's been solid. In the on-base percentage is what's most impressive to me, is at 422 on-base percentage.
Well, people are scared of him, man. Like, this guy can take you yard pretty much anytime he wants. So, like, they're going to be pitching around him, and Max Muncie's good enough to know that's a ball, that's a strike, I'm going to swing. I'm not. So, yeah, he's definitely deserving of being on the squad.
He can go yard, 13 home runs on the year. And with our next guy at second base, I'm really shocked and I'm kind of happy this guy's on this team. Not because of who he is. I actually don't know much about him, but because of the team he plays for. And that's Adam Frazier from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, this one could definitely be a toss-up, man. Like, very rarely do you see, like, first-team All-Stars from teams that are not all-star teams. However, Adam Frazier is having himself quite the year, an 866 OPS, like doing really, really good stuff over there on Pittsburgh. The one bright spot. And check out our video because he could be a steal at the trade deadline.
Oh, yeah. Man is getting shipped. He's the only bright spot there after a hideous year. And next at shortstop, my God, this guy is unreal.
Yeah, he's pretty much on the baseball crack.
Yeah. Fernando Tatis Jr., as most of you must have expected. This guy has been unreal ever since coming back from his injury. Since May 19th, I've got to bring this up. He's slugging 897 with an OPS of 1.362. That's messed up good.
That's actually ridiculous, bro. That means that there's a better chance than not. I don't even know what that means. Like, the math doesn't even work out in my brain anymore. I'm like, what does that even mean? He's fucked up. It
means he's really good.
It means he's fucked up good, dude. Like, that is... Guys, check out our video that we just posted. Tatis, Acuna, or Vlad. Who's the best? It's hard to argue with those numbers, though.
Yeah. My personal take is Tatis. I do think
he's pretty insane, man. He's pretty insane. Who we got at third?
Third base. Now, this guy hasn't really played third base too much this year. He's only played, I think, 15 games as we are making this video.
Right.
But it's Kris Bryant, and we're putting him here because we're going to get to other guys later, but Kris Bryant is having an amazing year. He was supposed to be in talks of MVP, but he's kind of slowed down a tiny bit.
Yeah.
And what do you got for numbers on Kris Bryant?
This is just a great bounce-back year for him. He's got an OPS of 976 right now. That is amazing. And he's really flipped the script on those whole Chicago Cubs because they entered this year. It's like, who we shipping off? Like, when's Kris Bryant going? Are the Yankees trading for Kris Bryant? Are the Blue Jays trading for Kris Bryant?
For real.
And Kris Bryant's like, hey, guys, I'm still here, and I kind of want to win.
Yeah, the Cubs are fighting in that NL Central right now, so I don't think they're really going anywhere right now. As long as they're competing.
Doing a 976 OPS.
13 homers, 38 RBIs, 38 runs. Love to see it.
Very good.
And now this part of the NL team is probably the most messed up outfield I've seen in a long time.
This is really messed up, dude. Yeah.
It is messed. Literally, arguably, two of the best players coming from the most unexpected team. We'll start with one, Jesse Winker. Wow, Jesse Winker. Let me just read his slash line here. 350 average. 412 on base, 665 slugging, and a 1.077 on base percentage.
Jeez.
17 home runs in the league. Nick, what do you think about Jesse?
I think that is an extraterrestrial breakout season if I've ever seen one, man. Because this guy was a guy going from being undrafted in fantasy formats to doing this. And he was always talked about from years prior as being like, this guy's going to be good one day. And then people kind of forgot about him. And he's like, okay, I'm good. I'm good now. Yeah. And now he's good.
Oh,
he's really good.
And he's legit, man. If you've been doing it for this long, it's July now. I mean, sorry, June. It's June now. And if you're still doing it now, you're legit.
27 years old, too. So this guy is going to be a face of Cincinnati for a bit of time, I think.
Hell yes. And now the other guy that Cincinnati signed 2 off seasons ago, that is Nick Castellanos as well. This guy's hitting better at 359, but the OPS is slightly less at 1042. He's got 12 homers, 31 ribbies, and 37 runs scored. I don't even know what to say. Like, I always knew Castellanos would be this good, but like, he's
good.
He's not done. He's just getting better.
He's just getting better and better, man. And, you know, I think it's so cool that it literally looks like the Cincinnati Reds are going to have the batting champion on their team. And now it's just between these guys. They just got to duke it out. I saw a really cool article talking about this, and it was like, well, we think Jesse Winker has an advantage because he can lead off before Castellanos, and he can get in Castellanos' head.
Nice.
You know, but then Castellanos can hit line drives and try to hit Jesse Winker, and so then he will get hurt. It was a whole thing. Oh, wow. It was really funny. I liked it a lot.
It's when you take, you know, that teammate competitiveness to the next level. It's like a game within the game, you know?
Within a game within a game. But they're doing crazy good, man.
Really, really good.
This guy is also doing crazy good.
Yes.
He is another one of the juniors. 3 juniors who are arguably the 3 best players in the league right now. Tatis, one of our guys, Vlad, but also Ronald Acuna Jr. with a, what is the OPS? 984.
Oh, yeah.
984 OPS. A lot of home runs, a lot of stolen bases, a lot of production across the board. He's a stud. He's always going to be a stud. He's been a stud. He's just a stud.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna Jr. What's he, 23 years old right now? This man, and he's still got that 50-50 potential left in him with the 17 home runs on the year. So look out for Acuna Jr. The Atlanta Braves are still kind of in this weird area, but I think Acuna, if he keeps it up, the rest of the team's going to follow, and they're going to be back into the playoffs.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. You want to move on to the pitchers?
Yeah, the pitchers. So again, like pitchers, we're not really too sure because managers got to pick the pitchers.
We have no idea.
But the NL pitchers are super good.
Stacked, dude.
They're fucked.
You know, it's like if people aren't using foreign substances, like let's just like run the narrative here, like no one's using a foreign substance. Then like something has to be done about this.
Yeah,
you
for
know?
real.
Because these guys are ridiculous.
I mean, if they aren't, then kudos to you.
Kudos
to all of you. I'm just going to list off some names right here. You obviously got Jacob Degrom, who's still, after 58 innings pitched, only has a 0.62 ERA.
You're lucky if you get one on him.
For real, you're freaking lucky. Kevin Gausman from the Giants, Brandon Woodruff, your boy, Milwaukee, Trevor Rogers, Corbin Burns also on Milwaukee. That's an amazing duo right there.
That could be the best 1-2 punch of the game right now.
It very well be, actually. I think they're the only 2 teammates on this list. Taijuan Walker from the Mets, the guy that the one that got away.
Oh, don't hurt me like that.
Max Scherzer, Yu Darvish. I'm not even talking about Trevor Bauer yet, but there's so many guys. So
there's a lot of good pitchers out there, man.
Whoever has the bad outing, you're not on the team, so have good outings here on out, guys.
Pretty much. Let's move on to the AL, man. And starting at the catching spot, Salvador Perez. This guy is insane. He missed some time like 2 seasons ago, but he came back in full force last year, and he has just continued that momentum moving forward. What are the numbers on that guy?
Oh, he's amazing. You know, obviously I love Buster Posey. He's doing really well, but Salvador Perez, a good 819 oh my gosh, OPS. But the 14 home runs and 40 RBIs really stick out me from that catching position.
Amazing production. production from your catcher.
Amazing stuff. I love Salvi. Hall of Fame bound, I hope. I think he's getting that conversation with back-to-back good performances.
Oh, totally, dude. And he's still got years left in him, man.
Yes.
30 or 31, I believe he is right now.
And he signed, I believe, that 4-year deal.
Yeah,
so.
no, he's got plenty of time left, man. I know you love him, but you definitely don't love him nearly as much as the next guy.
Yeah.
It is my honor, it is my pleasure to say, and this one I am so sure about. Like, he will be it. He will be it. And that is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. being the first baseman on the All-Star team this year.
Let's go.
Finally, the first time he makes an All-Star team, and we got to witness all of it. He's killing it. 1098 OPS.
Amazing.
Leading the league in home runs with 18. Everything is amazing with this guy.
There was an article that came out today that was saying, all right, it's been around 60 games so far into the year, and if we were to look back, if this was another 60-game season, the MVP of the AL would be undoubtedly Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Because this is not only the slash line that OPS is league leading, but it's the 18 home runs, 47 RBIs, and 44 runs scored. I think that puts him in like top 5 in RBIs, runs scored, and he leads the league in home runs. It's unreal.
Yeah, he's there. He's unreal. Everything. He's part of everything. Yeah. So such a good player, and we're so happy he's there. Another guy very happy with this signing. We were wrong. And I'm so happy to admit that we were, because Marcus Simeon is out here, and he should be the starting second baseman on the All-Star team. He's having a crazy year. Player of May.
Oh my God, he blew up in May. He was struggling in April, but this May totally evened out with a 294 average, an OPS of 896, 13 homers, 32 RBIs, 39 runs. Really good. There is one other guy that was like he's getting better, and that's Jose Altuve. But
I did notice Altuve.
He is. So I'm hoping our boy Marcus shuts down the cheater. And we can move on and get him into the starting role.
Yeah, I totally agree, man. I totally agree. Just stay hot, Marcus.
Stay hot.
At the shortstop position of the AL, Xander Bogaerts.
Very good.
Part of the reason why Boston is doing so well right now. Well, he's not the only reason, but definitely a big part of it for sure. A 912 OPS on this guy. Bogaerts has been elite for time. I feel like he's just such a good player, man. You know exactly what you're getting out of him.
He's amazing. I know a lot of people are speculating, like they always have like this shortstop's underrated. Like him and Turner are very underrated. Guys, there is who's underrating him anymore. I'm certainly not. Are you? If you are, get out of the rock and like face reality.
Face reality.
For real.
He is a top tier shortstop, and he has been for years.
For real, guys. And another guy in Boston Red Sox. That is Raphael Devers at third base.
And he doesn't get talked about enough either.
He's not getting talked about at all. You know, I think it's because he had that, he fell back a tiny bit last year. Wasn't in the big conversations. But this guy's legit, too.
Oh, super legit.
15 homers, 48 RBIs leading the AL. I think I'm leading all of MLB. And OPS of 916. What do you think about Devers? I know you...
I mean, I've always liked Devers. I was there for the breakout, had him in fantasy, then dropped him just before it happened, so that hurt me deeply. But I mean, I just think he's such a great player. I like what he's got to offer, and it's like, I feel like him and Vlad, these are the future faces of their respective franchises. Devers is super young too. I think he's 23 years old right now, so we're gonna be seeing him for a long time too.
Absolutely. And guys, as much as I love the NL outfield, I honestly, I don't even know I was going that, because I have not the same love for the AL outfield. It is kind of crummy, I'll be honest, when you look at the NL outfield. This guy is clearly the best outfielder, though, in the AL, and that's Aaron Judge. What do you got to love about Aaron Judge?
I think he's just having a great season. This is good for Aaron Judge, because he had to put a little bit of the haters, a.k.a. us and anybody who's not a Yankees fan, but definitely he had to silence us down a little bit, because everyone's been talking about, we can't stay healthy on the field. So shut us up, Aaron. Stay healthy on the field. One thing I will say, though, is he's played Baltimore, he's played Detroit, he's played them more than anyone, so we'll see how you're doing after you start getting a little bit steeper pitching competitions, but he is still undeniably doing very, very well.
Yeah, he is doing amazing. He's got a 938 OPS, 14 homers. I could see him making a late season push for that home run lead. Absolutely.
Yeah, he'll be in the conversation until the end.
Yeah, 100%, guys. And without him, the New York Yankees offense would literally be dead.
Yeah. He is the lone bright spot in my opinion, for sure.
1,000%.
Who else you got?
We got Austin Meadows coming in at the second spot. And, you know, it's like, I like Austin Meadows. He's a good player. OPS of 883, 14 homers, 48 RBIs, actually. He's the other guy who's tied Devers in the RBI categories.
That's really nice, dude. Yeah. That's really nice because whenever I think about Tampa Bay Rays, I don't really put a face to them. Like, I kind of put a Rosarina, I kind of put Glass now. So, I mean, Meadows right now is kind of being that guy. It feels like he's gotten really hot in this whole winning surge that they had. So, and they're definitely going to want to have a Tampa Bay Ray on this All-Star team, considering they are one of the best teams in the league right now.
Yeah, and Kevin Cash is going to be managing the All-Star team if that's what we're doing in Traditional Pass, where the managers of the both World Series teams manage it. So you got to have Austin Meadows.
You're going to have one of your players.
Absolutely. And finally, this one was kind of, Nick and I have talked about, like, we don't really know who the last spot is because it's kind of, there's two stories here.
It's a big toss-up here, guys. I could honestly see it being either one of these guys, and that is Garcia. He plays on the Texans, right?
Texas Rangers.
And then also Cedric Mullins playing on Baltimore. Both on pretty crap teams, both doing really well right now. Garcia, he's kind of bringing the home runs. Mullins is just being like overall like a great contact, like on base guy. His OPS is higher. Garcia's home runs are higher. Tough to say who's going to come out on top here, but I think we were leaning towards Garcia just with the homers.
And then I was leaning towards Garcia because of homers. He's in a bigger market. And then I'm thinking the politics might come into, because again, like, it is who we vote, who are the starters, right, as fans. So it's like, I feel like Texas might have a bigger sway in that kind of regard. And he's rookie of the year.
It is tough to say because Mullins too, like, this is his like breakout season. But you're right, Garcia hold the rookie thing. So We'll see with that last spot, but that's the AL lineup for you guys. Let's take a quick look at the pitchers, assuming that we don't know anything about this.
Yeah, for real. So this, again, like, the AL pitchers, they're good, but the NL pitchers have us dominated, man.
They do.
Like, for real, our best AL pitcher, and I'm going just by ERA as I'm going through this list, is Kyle Gibson at 206. Our boy Garrett Cole, who we'll got to see how he does in the next little bit.
Pay attention to the spin rate.
His spin rate was down at last outing, and he gave up 5 runs.
Here's the thing, dude. It's like, we're all talking about Garrett Cole. It actually wasn't down that much. It was down by like 70 RPMs.
Okay.
Whereas Trevor Bauers was down by about 280. So I mean, like, I'm just throwing that out there, guys.
All right, we'll see. And John Means, another guy kind of speculated in that area. John Means doing really good in Baltimore. Tyler Glasnow is in this company. Louis Garcia that we face on Houston. He's really good.
He is really good.
Rich Hill was surprisingly on this list. Oh my God!
Like what? Is it back in 2010 or where are we?
What's going on? Shane Bieber, Domingo Herman, and then this guy. I'm gonna just throw him out there. But the next guy in ERA in the AL is Hyun-Jin Ryu. So he had a bad outing last time, but he maybe might bounce back. I think he's gonna make the team.
I think that Ryu could definitely make the team, dude. You want to talk about name value? You want to talk about people who are gonna vote? I'm gonna vote for Ryu.
I already voted.
Yeah,
for Ryu.
So it's 100%. Like I'm definitely gonna vote for Ryu, and it's like, and John Means right now, I think he's actually on the IL, so that could hurt him a little bit.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Speaking too about guys on the IL, like in the AL, the outfielders, I really wanted to talk about Ryan Buxton
and Mike Trout.
Yeah, Mike Trout as well. I mean, clearly they're both like hurt right now, just not enough sample size. So it is what it is, but like could be a lot better if maybe those guys were in. Yeah, for
real. Judge, Buxton, and Trout, that's competing. Now we're talking about a competition with the NL.
Hell yeah, dude. And Buxton was having a hell of a breakout year.
Yes, he was.
But guys, that is our predictions for the All-Star teams. Please let us know in the comments down below if you agree or you disagree, if we've snubbed a couple guys, and if you just love Who's your favorite player on this? Who do you think's going to win? AL, NL. I want to know. Let me know. Comments down below.
Let us know, guys. And as well, guys, you can check us out on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Radio Public, and Breaker. And as well, you can check us out on our Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. All of those links are in the description down below. And as well, if you want to support the channel and come on our show on our Wine on Wines, $3 a month, and you can join in, call us as we're drinking wine, answering all of your questions in our Q&A. And yeah, guys,
it's
thank
so
you.
fun.
It is super fun.
It's literally so fun.
It's super dope, guys. Super dope. Thank you all for watching.
And
Go, Jays, go!